the LARP-ing. I mean, we don't know what LARP-ing is in South Africa. We've got LARPers, yeah, we do, but we've got entry-level LARPers in South Africa. You don't understand the level of LARPing and the connection and the passion these guys have for the sport in Germany and overseas. They take it to a whole other level, and I only wish to see in my era of airsoft, to see that one day we can have an event that is on that level, at that nature, and the passion of each player to go. I tried to introduce LARPing at Airsoft X 3, and it failed. I think I had maybe 12, max 20 people that were like, "We LARPing for you this year," and I was like, "That'll be great." So, for those who don't know LARPing, it's live action role playing. Get shot and act like you just got really shot. Just embarrass the absolute crap out of yourself, like without giving a crap about anybody else. That was the big thing, and unfortunately, that just doesn't work here in SA. Like, we've got some of the guys that do the role playing in terms of like World War II and stuff like that, but
not the actual in-game LARPing.
Yeah, it's they do their bit. They do their bit. I won't take away from them. I mean, to die with complete embarrassment is the best LARPing you can do. Like, but Germany, when I went there, that's just another level. Like, again, South Africa's in the stone ages of airsoft, and my only goal is to bring them up to the times. That's why we introduced Extreme Airsoft into South Africa, and Lenny and his team from Extreme Airsoft in USA completely backing what I'm doing, and it's impossible to do it without him, to be honest. But he's made it completely possible for us in SA, bringing Tokyo Marie back into South Africa. I mean, that in itself is, I mean, Tokyo Marie, everybody knew about Tokyo Marie, and then all of a sudden it disappeared and no one could buy it, or even if you wanted it, you couldn't get it. So bringing Tokyo Marie back into the country, bringing upgraded parts. Like, I mean, when we look at AAP, a simple gun, classic Army AAP pistol, we got spare parts for days in South Africa. But overseas, they've got every upgraded part you can possibly think of. That gun can outperform rifles that I've bought. Like, they are fully upgraded. And I mean, that's the thing we're doing, is we're not trying to take away from current stores. We're trying to contribute to what those stores can provide. So those stores will bring in the AAP. Cool. We're going to bring everything that makes the customer want to buy an AAP, so that they can modify it and customize it to a whole other level. And that's how we collaborate with the stores, whether the store wants to collaborate with us or not. That's just how we roll.
But you know, Bruce, it's so what you're saying is so true, because I mean, I had an AAP, and the only reason I sold my AAP is because parts are just, well, one, they keep breaking the standard parts, and you do not get, like, I've seen some of these international AAPs, and you're like, damn, I wish I can build that, you know, but you can't. Bruce, I'm going to take a step back quickly. Well, carry on with the Airsoft X. Now, Airsoft X is happening again this year, on the 5th of October, that weekend. Can you give our listeners maybe a little bit of a Easter egg, something juicy about what is going to happen at Airsoft X this year?
Well, sure. It's definitely upgraded from the usual look. There's no moving parts anymore. There's literally like, it's indoors now. It's not just, well, it's outdoors, but I'm saying, like, expo wise, it's on a different level. It's indoors now. We have better grounds, historical grounds. We're going back to kind of basics like we had with Mayo's Farm. Those are historical grounds. We're bringing some of that back, because that is an attraction on its own, and it fits with what Airsoft X was originally created for. So that, we've got Names Nico coming back again for the 4th time, but yeah, okay, cool, that's not news. Names Nico's been to all three that have been. What's different? Why is he different? So there is something about Names Nico coming this year, which I don't want to give away that Easter egg just yet. So that is for the players that actually come out, and the players who love Names Nico, and are for the players who come to Airsoft X to be with Names Nico. For those guys, there's something about Names Nico that you
Something to
guys
look forward to.
yeah, and you don't want to miss it, because
No.
if you miss it, you're never going to get the opportunity again. Um, the
I think that in itself is an Easter egg, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
you're gonna
Yeah,
have people
right?
sitting on the edge of their seats.
Nico
Yeah.
Nico is
Like-
probably one of my favorite, actually is my favorite international player.
Yeah.
So that in itself, it would just make sure that I'm there.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, that it's a big thing. So I won't take that away from Nico. He really needs to do that. We've got the Norwich team coming at it full force again, and I can't divulge more on that one. But there's a lot more happening, because I mean, anyone that has been to Airsoft X1 and then to 2, and then 2 to 3, and now 3 to 4. If you haven't already caught the drift as to what I'm doing and what my team are doing and what my wife and I are doing when it comes to this event, if you haven't seen what happened in the progression, then you're missing the whole plot of what's going to happen this year. But it's definitely going to be different. The logo itself is a hint, as for if everybody looks at Airsoft X, the logo color changes. So in every year, that is something in itself that it changes. Why is it green this year? So those are Easter eggs that need to be found in the hunt, if we could put it
But
that way.
that is exactly what an Easter egg is. I thank you so much for that Easter egg.
So green is the definite thing to look out for. But yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, do you have any advice for a new player coming into Airsoft X for the first time?
Sure. This is probably one of my most passionate parts about Airsoft, to be fair. New players excite me in the sense of we get to teach them how to progress. And I think the biggest thing that I can say for advice, and this should be standard, industry standard, don't go to the shops and just buy everything you see.
Agreed.
I made that mistake.
As we all.
And everything I bought in my first shopping spree in Airsoft, I no longer have today, and I will never buy again. So, if anything, I could say, come out, rent a rifle, have a good time, socialize, speak to other advanced players or players that have been there for a long time. Contact me if you need help, but don't go and spend money until you understand what it's about. Airsoft is an expensive hobby, but it can be made cheap, and it can be done the right way. And at the end of the day, put the best version of yourself out on the field every time. And don't worry about the politics, stay away from it. Don't worry about the drama, stay away from it. Do the sport for who you are and what you believe in, and just have fun with it. That's it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'd like to take this point before I move on to a point that I'm quite passionate about. But so for our listeners, Bruce has graciously and wonderfully given us something. And first, I just want to clap hands and just say thank you for this. Bruce has given to one of our lucky listeners a ticket to Airsoft X coming up. We will be posting the information on the social medias on how you can enter for it. But again, Bruce, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now to the point I'm quite passionate, because as we mentioned before, you're a competitive person. I'm a competitive person. I love being competitive. I think there is so much strength in being a competitive person. And NSL, like you said, is the first South African team. I love watching sports. I used to watch the CrossFit Games, the what's that one with the skateboarders, the Game X that they used to have, right?
Yeah.
I love it. And so when NSL came up, I was glued to that screens, the YouTube, every game, and I love it. So with that in mind, now you're the captain of the team, right? And
Yeah.
you kind of like you said, you and your wife go out, you guys look at the type of players that that will fit into your team. But what my question is it kind of started with Battle Arena, right?
Yeah.
The 5v5 tactical 5v5s. What happened to Battle Arena? Because I think that's something, I've always wanted to know. Like, what happened to Battle Arena and how did that move to NSL?
Okay, so Battle Arena is where it started. They contacted us and we partnered with them in terms of the gameplay, the game mode, and the structure and the layout and format and the works. Sadly, just as we got the ball rolling and people really loved the 5v5 tactical format, which is coming back, by the way, thanks to the arena. But
Fantastic.
Battle Arena unfortunately stopped because of the Ukraine-Russian war. You got to understand that they are in that region, and all the players are from Latvia and Moscow and Ukraine and Russia, and you get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even Battle Arena themselves left Russia, but they left and they just do tag in grenades and things like that. So they are a product supply now, that they no longer exist in that sense. So that format unfortunately died with the politics of real life war.
Hey guys, Bear here from Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast. I have some very exciting news. Bruce from Airsoft League SA and Airsoft X have given us 2 tickets for any 2 of our lucky winners in a lucky draw competition to win tickets into Airsoft X valued at 550 Rand each. It's very simple on how to get it. The first ticket is anyone as a lucky draw that has subscribed to our YouTube, has become a follower on our Facebook page on SA Airsoft Magazine, and also registered on our website at SA Airsoft Magazine, will get a draw or an entry into a draw. You can also get additional entries if you share the YouTube as well as the Airsoft Magazine on your social medias with hashtag AirsoftX giveaway, as well as hashtag Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast.
How's it, guys? It's STYX from Just Bear With Me and STYX Around podcast. We'd like to thank SA Airsoft Magazine for making the July and August issues free to read for those who have registered on the website in July and August. So once again, thank you SA Airsoft Magazine for sponsoring this video.